enter. BRY. should be capable of hearing me. I should be capable of hearing you. I think that why do I have I hope it will work. I have no clue if it will. If it won't, I'm really sorry. I want to add another scene. But I will not do that. Let me open maps again. Right, it does work. I have relatively high latency currently. Right. So you see the same thing I see, I think, and well, it shouldn't be buggy, but if it is, I pretty much guarantee to not see it because my life chat will be gone as soon as I close it. Documenting the not documenting. Nicht das Aufnahmeprogramm. Ich glaube, ich werde diesen Stream versuchen, in Deutsch zu machen, komplett. Ich kann dass ich ein paar Mal auf Englisch zurückgreife, weil ich einfach vergesse, dass ich Deutsch sprechen will. Ich sehe das einfach als Training an, damit ich lerne, mehr zu sprechen, mich mehr zu konzentrieren und ich werde Spaß haben wollen. By the way, hat einer von euch mitbekommen, dass das erste Starship jetzt beide Triebwerke gelandet hat? Ich meine, ich bin alleine. Das ist schade, das ist traurig. Sollte ich mir einen Twitch-Account machen, um random Leute da reinzubekommen? I mean, it would be funny. was das nimmst. By the way, fictional, none of them are real, so I'm not good at naming.
Unique.
There's update.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
No, that's true. Let's fix that. Oh.
Incendio!
Yeah, flame resistant. Shoot back at me. How funny is that? Making me afraid of fire.
Incendio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
I like this. Why, warum sind meine Performance noch so beschissen? Bin ich hier komplett... Wo bin ich?
I know what that means. Merlin trial. I should investigate. Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! himself would be proud. Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Ha! Revelio. Looks as if there's...
Funn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Levioso! Incendio!
Fight about as well as a... I won't rest until I'm dead.
How many of you are there?
One less human to worry about.
You won't survive this, my young friend.
I won't rest until dead. Oh, that was meant for me.
Incendio!
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Will unite us?
I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau.
Huh?
Incendio!
I will make you pay.
What an unfortunate end!
Incendio!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Expelliarmus!
You can't stop me.
Incendio!
You are terribly outmatched!
Incendio! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Here's a pleasant surprise.
You won't be able to stop Ranrock's loyalists. Always on the defensive.
Incendio! That was quite something. Now, to Freon's carts. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to on. Revelio. Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Tego! Incendio! Incendio! There's a victory that can... Incendio! Incendio! Leviosa! These rocks have seen better days. I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
Ja, das würde super sein.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Aber jetzt hat er mich drüber gemacht. Where the fuck did he move? Ah, he's gone.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio! Accio!
Schneebewohner. Freundliches Wesen. Zumindest gehe ich davon aus, dass es so freundlich ist, weil es hat bisher noch keinen Stall gefressen.
Revelio.
Das ist... Das sind verzauberte Werkzeuge, nice. Wenn ich richtig sehe. So, vernünftiges Suchmesser. Eine schöne Axt. Noch eine schöne Axt. Die Axt ist da, damit man ja, Bretter macht. Die Axt ist da, damit man Holz fällt. Wer hat hier keine Spaltaxt? Also 2 Brettmacher. Ja, okay, fair enough. Drei Besen. Wirklich fast aus der Fresse, weil er so schnell rennt.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Der Todwolf. Chimera? Ich würde sagen, das ist ein Griffin. Ja, das die Chimera haben die entweder vergessen oder. Ich sollte eventuell mal in den Quest nachgucken, was ich machen muss. Diabolische Glas. Oh, ich hab I do that right because I like them. Ich möchte die jetzt nicht halten. Ja, mein erstes Gefühl. Meine Kleidung ist schon frei. Ich hab nicht mal eine Folge und nein.
Revelio.
Ich mag Hogwarts alleine.
Revelio. Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ausziehen. Ah, okay.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Und die drittbeste Seite.
Have you ever flown over Black Lake and seen the squid? Obviously I have. Was just wondering. Imelda Reyes is on her way to...
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle
One boy
arrangement.
fell off his
Niffler's fancy or roses?
was there to catch them.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I...
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Das hatte ich falsch.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Ich liebe dieses.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Expelliarmus!
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. Rest. Look at that. They'll tell them anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants.
Bastard.
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Ich weiß nicht mal, ob ich in diesem Spiel weiter habe.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Oh, stop. I'm so not sorry. Look, that's fair.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Ich habe erweitert.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I'm not with you.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I like your pajamas.
Das sind keine Pyjamas, das sind verdammte Gefangenenklamotten.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Oh, Hogsmeade. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I've never had difficulties with bouncing bulbs. Simple knockback jinx on hand's all you need.
I wish Professor Garlick would teach more about
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight. Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
There was something Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I dropped one of the crystal balls in divination.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Ah, so schlimm wird schon nicht sein. Ey, ich wollte 4.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Der ist schon wieder abgefuckt da im Hintergrund.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Aber ich glaube.
Your potion.
Oh fuck. I didn't want that.
Levioso.
Your potion station's organized. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as a...
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon tongue!
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
Did so much.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Die Zauber gehen durch.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Oh, das war Professor Black's Person. Das hört sich an wie Goofy.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
How the fuck is like... Egal.
Tire?
I tried to look in the dormitory last night, but ended up falling asleep.
Wenn man sich überlegt, jeder Satz wurde painstakingly aufgenommen. Respekt an die Leute, die das getan haben. Und dann später schwer mit dieser Grafik. Irgendwie schon schade. Nein. Es ist in Ordnung, aber es ist nicht schön.
Revelio.
Öffner. Bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care how now about that. Scrub not about the book. Missing something. Scrub does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrub has left.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Mr. Black's Hauself. Wer dieses hier nicht kennt, der hat Ding alleine geschlagen. Wenn ich ehrlich bin.
Revelio.
Verdammt, wie kommt der da oben hin?
Accio.
Nochmal fast da. Gehst du im Pump, also zu den Pumpkins. Ich habe das gerade total weiter vergessen, ist ja auch scheißegal. Wir werden es sehen. Kürbis, warte. Ja, noch ein von denen.
Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place.
Du willst ja das definitiv einen gebrochenen Bein, ne? Ach, jetzt tut dich hier rein. Und da sag ich ja. Das hat nicht so viel Spaß gemacht. Der Junge Slytherin muss exceptionally curious by now means poor at the water's edge by the broken dogs. Oh, there, alright.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book, and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Hat mich gerade indirekt bedroht? Aber ja, es macht so Sinn, dass die Headmasters die Hauselfen drin haben, damit die Schüler beobachten, und da könnte auch ein Antiquitätszauber sein.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Sorry, what? Ich glaube, daher hat Peter seinen bescheuerten Gedanken.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
I think I will go.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slitherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your place.
I'm so fucking confused by the physical capability of it. Why the fuck are they not those? Many people were very fast Kann digital.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I have the feeling that he is.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
Nein, das habe ich von Scrouch und aus selber.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Incendio! A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Revelio!
I like it here.
Where did you suggest we meet?
Near the Forbidden Forest. Easy enough to find from the castle. Look for a foreboding tangle of thick black trees.
I suppose if that's the only...
I'm sure the pages... If you don't mind the sight...
It's not my problem.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Oh, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Ich mag Scrope. Das ist heute aber nicht happy, was das ist. Das ist nicht. It's fucking the middle of the night. I do something that's not allowed. Okay, yeah, that I understand, but.
This is almost too easy.
Tego!
Stop flitting around like a billywig!
Here I am, as good as my word.
Hang on, what? ist übrigens das Haus, was man dann am Ende bekommt. Diese Bandprozess. Freunde, warum ich da verkaufe, das hat keinen wirklichen Sinn. Das ist einfach mal. Ich mag den Laden. Danke für die Herzen, die ich mir gerade selbst gebe, weil es kann aber sein, dass ich durchkomme.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to...
Let me change my fashion in front of you, alright? I like... No. I will not finish that thought process. I'm on stream. Das wäre böse. Das würde nicht gut aussehen. Also ich bitte um Vergebung von. Falls sie einen Elternteil sieht.
Whenever you're...
Whenever you are about, I want to kill you.
Nothing more than luck.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
What have you done? What's that?
Expelliarmus!
How dare you!
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Technisch gesehen hat das die falsche ausgedacht, dass sie meistens Spielen komplett egal.
Here I am, as good as my word.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
You'll pay for that!
You won't get away with that.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Oh! Why can't I hit you?
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see.
They fucking killed that. Was Expelliarmus. Kind of ironic. The disarming charm kills if you use it too often on one person.
I wonder how big this place is. Where this all leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. Revelio.
Oh, fuck.
I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Incendio! Incendio!
going to touch those. Ew.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
Ich vermute, dass meine Maus fallen.
Incendio!
Sehr stark geholfen.
Revelio!
Ich glaube, ich kann das jetzt
Incendio!
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw can solve this, so can I. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Ich habe gerade echt keinen Bock, permanent mit Spinnen zu dealen. No, I'm interested how the walls burn. They look even creepier. It's a Harry Potter thing. Das ist witzig. Die Beine sind weg. Werde ich erst aufmachen.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Oh, fuck no.
Incendio!
Incendio! Incendio!
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested. But there's no sign of him.
Reparo. Incendio!
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Ich bin zurück. Ich war gerade nur auf Toilette. Und habe ein bisschen was getrunken. Ich muss das Mikrofon hier ein bisschen leiser machen. Jetzt besser. Ich meine, das sollte hinhauen, oder? Ja, geht schon. That's really funny.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me. Where could he be? I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
I mean, ist tot, also dass der wohl würde passen. What the fuck? Der Film. but auch so, alle sind NPCs. I like it. So, wie nehme ich jetzt ein Bild auf? Hat irgendjemand irgendeine Idee? So wie ich habe keinen Plan. Kann ich?
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Expelliarmus looked to disarm the Greeks.
Incendio!
That's unnerving. I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
My position was maybe not the best one.
I can only... Magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Yeah. Thanks. This is done. I'm interested. Point. Okay. Das Achievement haben 27, was ist 2%. Oh. Spilled Milk, also, ja, das ist das Achievement, haben aber nur 8%. Das ist nicht gut.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
That's complete.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio. Brilliant. Lumos.
Wir haben hier die Frau. Ich bin mir jetzt gerade nicht so viel heißt entsprechend. Ich jetzt einfach mal die Frau. Und die Frau ist weg. Die versteckt sich. Hier die Frau. Und da wird sie verbunden. Und da ein Werfer.
Lumos.
Und da rennt die Frau weg in Richtung des Werwolfs. Die war da jetzt nach da unten hingerannt. Hier haben wir etwas. Und versteckt sich in der Tür. Sie hat erkannt.
Lumos.
Und sie war es.
Revelio.
Die Frau gehört.
Revelio. Reparo.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Revelio. Incendio!
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Boo!
Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
This is brilliant! This'll take some getting used to.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
This is rather fun.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class? The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Perhaps, but we did get in trouble and Kagawa could hold it against us.
Rotten luck, that. I didn't think she'd see us. But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Where did I set my traps? Was it lower Hogsfield or upper?
All flavour of wicked to be had with the dark arts.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Job, I'd say.
Brilliantly good.
How?
Revelio.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches.
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I've a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
The flickering.
What are we looking for today?
I wouldn't mind a job at that alchemy centre in Egypt. Always been good at potions and the like. Seems a natural fit for me.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly... You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! An ideal situation for I could complete...
That sounds...
Thank you. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Hadn't cancelled it, we wouldn't be looking for the blasted thing in the first place.
Where are you? side.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Hello, Melda. Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Pfft, ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Actually... This is rather fun. Success! Brilliant. Made it. Did anyone else see that?
That was pretty slow.
Oh, you must have cheated, you... Oh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted, then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an air.
Do you realise what you're wearing?
Why would I want to hear what you're good at?
Last week, I performed a knee reversal.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
It was an utter triumph.
All of my relatives work at the ministry. Every one of them. I suppose I'll probably be a higher up there one day. Let's just stay in with me.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin rebellions off by heart. You can test me. Go on, test me.
My uncle knows Kagawa, so I can't imagine I won't get good marks. And my aunt knows Black's wife, so all in all, I'd say I'm well set. I never thought...
How? Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Ha! I have no tolerance for...
Switch to get to see a bit more.
Go.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello.
talking to myself. I'm Clementine, Willardsy, charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind! Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
Sometimes I wonder if we really sometimes I wonder if you
Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the forbidden forest. Good luck.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Careful now, you could hurt someone.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield. Charming hamlet.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by...
Revelio. Revelio.
Can't imagine how muggles get by without magic. Why, hello again! Come and listen. I've acquired what hasn't been anyone as bad as...
She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willetsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Oh well, look what we have here.
Incendio!
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willetsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
I did, and I followed them into the forest, but I'm afraid there was nothing to see.
Oh, I see. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that you tried. It was very brave of you, really. Well, thank you. You take care, my friend.
Reparo.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ah, dressed to impress, I see. Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
So, jetzt sollte ich, egal wo ich bin, gehört werden.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest. Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin! Oh.
Revelio. Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Incendio. Incendio! Revelio. Accio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Expelliarmus!
Well, I think we found it.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
And the end is something that kills you.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deek?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deek has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deek tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I'm a Slytherin, I don't care.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deek if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Deek hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
At this moment, I think ich werde den Stream beenden.